Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. My dear Giriraj Maharaj and all those who are celebrating and watching this, please accept my humble obeisances and all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today, I would like to share what impressed me so much. Um, when I first met you, you just came out of Mother Ganga with another brahmachari, and you discussed together um, something which I considered an impossible mission, a big temple in Juhu Beach. You both looked so poor that it seemed to be inconceivable how to do that. We all know the history. With Prabhupada's blessings and your wonderful determination and full commitment, the project came through various unexpected difficulties and rose to prominence as a preaching center in our movement. I learned that the brahmachari who was so renounced, who looked so poor, was you, who have come from a very affluent family, but in the pursuit of genuine spiritual development and life, you surrendered to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. Now, this is a well-known story in our movement. Throughout your life, you have contributed in various essential ways to the formation of our consciousness in my life. I've always appreciated your deep and insightful language and your ability to bring with a very clear language deep spiritual points out, which makes one consider everything and see new light. I also feel that today I do not wish to discuss your many books, your many lectures, your many disciples, your wonderful preachings throughout the world. But I would like to focus on one quality that has personally impressed me so much. It is your own spiritual search. When I saw you chanting japa and later did japa retreats next to you, I could see that you really want to touch the essence of Krishna consciousness and of bhakti and of love for Krishna. You really want this. It's driving you. It's the never silent motor in your heart that I could see and appreciate. Also, and maybe even more, I have personally benefited from the deep realizations which you shared in our open-hearted, confidential talks. When we met, there were usually many devotees, but we always found time to find a place where we could just privately talk, you and me, and where you have really shaped many of my formative or forming understandings. The last time you gave your gift of deep understanding of Krishna consciousness is the time I would like to end with. You had given a lecture in the Sadhu Sangha program, and afterwards you sent me a little writing which you had done. In your writing, you describe, and I'm telling this to just highlight the jewels, the jewel. You describe how you had met a very affluent businessman in Mumbai, in Haj Ali, That's a part of town, I understand. And he had presented to you in his massive mansion um, understanding from his sampradaya. He is in the Vaishnava sampradaya, who hold the teachings of the Srimad Bhagavatam as essential, just like we do. And he had said that there are 4 verses in the Bhagavatam which they consider to be the very essence of their own philosophy. So you were reminded of the quality of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayers, and then you described that you excited by your discovery. Wow, there's such a wonderful prayer in the Bhagavatam. You rushed to Srila Prabhupada and asked him what he thought about this understanding. These prayers are the essence. So Prabhupada told you to take out the 6th canto and asked that you read to him the Sanskrit and the translation and the purports. What is significant here is that these were prayers by Vritasura, a highly conditioned soul who turned around praying to Krishna. And then you started with 6th canto, chapter 11, verses 24 and up to 27. And you read out, Aham Haritava Padaika Mula Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuya, and so on and so forth. The translation reads, O my Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, will I again be able to be a servant of your eternal servants? A servant of your eternal servants who find shelter only at your lotus feet? O Lord of my life, may I again become their servant, so that my mind can always think of your transcendental attributes. My words always glorify those attributes, and my body always engage in the loving service of your Lordship. Then you went to the purport. I think you must have felt a chill in your spine. Prabhupada says, this verse gives the sum and substance of devotional life. One must first become a servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. Dasanu Dasa. Dasanu Daso Bhavitasmi Bhuya, this verse says, may I become a servant of the servants. My dear Giriraj Maharaj, my dear listeners, in this world where so many opinions come and go, where sentiments are one day high and other day low, when the tears dry up so fast and one turns to normal business, in this world, someone who lives in the shelter of a pure servant of Krishna is rare to find. Such a pure servant of Srila Prabhupada, that is you. In all of our discussions, which explore various subject matters, you always come back to the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, and you know them so well. And you implant in your friend, and I'm most proud to to call myself like this. You know, when a barbarian from Germany can say he is that a great soul like you is merciful towards him, this is a great, great benefit. So now I really feel um, that this is your glorious example. You are such an example of following Srila Prabhupada. You're such an example of understanding him. You are such an example of sharing his teachings, his example with all of us, so that we are anchored even in this world of changing thought patterns and changing commitments and so on. I wish you all the best. May you be happy, healthy, and hearty for many, many years to come, that you can continue your exemplary service. May your many disciples and followers, to which I also count myself, be able to understand and also emulate what you are wanting to transfer, or to preach, or to show, and to make clear to us. And I wish you all the best, and all your followers the same. Greetings from here. We are just preparing for Jamashtami and Srila Prabhupada's appearance day here in Golokadam. All the best, and Hare Krishna.